Today is another bit of what we might call literary tourism, similar to when we showed you Southfork Ranch. If you're of a similar age to me, you grew up watching BBC comedy, stuff like Fawlty Towers, or you maybe watched of a weekend All Creatures Great and Small. One of the other things you might have watched is To the Manor Born. And if you remember To the Manor Born, you'll remember Grantleigh Manor. And this is Grantleigh Manor, or as it's actually called, Cricket St Thomas, and it's in Somerset. I'm going to show you around. As is often the way with old manor houses like this, it's under a constant state of renovation. So today, unfortunately, they're scaffolding up while they do some repairs. Nowadays, this is a hotel, a worn hotel that caters mostly to the over 60s. And down in that direction is a whole bunch of buildings that's been added on, which makes it a hotel. But what's left up here is the original manor house. Let's have a look inside. If you are a fan of To the Manor Born, you're going to see something a little bit familiar to you. Much of this house is still like it was when they were filming it, probably around 1980. And one of the things that you won't forget when you walk through here, as it was pivotal to the show, is the grand staircase. There are still one or two remnants of the show hanging around. There's some autographed photos here of the cast. If we come into the library, there's a few other photos of the cast. And there's also photos of how the house looked in the 60s and 70s when people were living here. And there's also some scripts and press cuttings from the show. But really that is about all that remains of its To the Manor Born heritage for the general public. Most people come here and know this only as a hotel. But this is like a part of the hotel that tends not to be used so much. It's a bit of a cafe in the day, and people have a drink in the evening, and then they disappear back to the main hotel. And if you're staying here early in the mornings and later in the evening, you've pretty much got the place to yourself, as you can see here. Now, as I said to you before, the main hotel is in other parts of the building, but up here there are half a dozen rooms in the old house that you can stay in. They're quite expensive, but you can stay in them. But I will warn you, if you're a vacuum cleaner enthusiast, the cleaning's not too hot. Bring a SIBO with you. So, Cricket St Thomas, or Grantleigh Manor as you might know it as. Yes, it's still here, and yes, it's still pretty much unchanged in the last 45 years since they filmed the programme. So if you want to come and see it for yourself, it's near Chard in Somerset, and you can book yourself a stay in one of the rooms on the Warner Hotel website. But like I said, bring your SIBO, the cleaning's not too hot. Thanks for watching, see you next time.